Hi and welcome to another video from Game Club. You can find the store at www.gameclubtabletop.co.uk. You can follow us here on YouTube for other videos as I bring them out. And obviously you can come and buy anything you're interested in through the shop as well, or just go on there, find my email, and you can drop my virtual chat if you're not sure about things. Today we're going to be looking at this, which is the Battlefield in a Box. From Gale Force 9, and this is the river expansion Ford's variant of the rivers that you can get through them. And I just thought it'd be interesting to see what you get in the box. Now I have unpacked it a bit because I've already attempted this video and they had very seriously secured it all. So this time I thought I'd just do a quick unwrap first. So we've got the river sections. These were much better wrapped up. Very well wrapped up to the point where it was really hard for me to get in to them. So I'll sit down and then we can get them out. So you get 3 sections of river in one of their boxes, and you can see they're all slightly different. When I get them out, let me look through them. So we've got one that doesn't have any Ford, and then we've got the 2 with the Ford. This one has quite a big bend in. This one is probably the straightest. And this one is kind of similar, so you can sort of keep your river going the same way a bit, but you know, it's different. They come pre-painted, so you've got the blue effect finish on the water areas, and then what I think they do a lot better finish wise is this mud stroke sand and rock effect on the edges. Now the box does come with this. Some static grass. Looks like it's not really flocking it. You can see there it's more of a static grass. So if you're good at applying that, you could use that. I feel, however, that the amount here is probably unlikely to get the full grass effect on here. And what I would recommend, probably anyway, what I'm going to do is once you know how you're basing the models that you're mainly going to play with this scenery with, then I'd probably flock this more to match in with that. I mean, you could just leave it mainly as the bare sandy muddy banks, especially maybe around the less grass around the Ford areas, because you know that if they are used as Fords, there's going to be heavier footfall. You know, I mean, you could even add some texture paints to these just to make them look more muddy with people walking in and out. Maybe even some gloss coat on it just to make it look a bit more wet. So the blue is a little disappointing, but you know, effect wise, I think once you've got it set up and put onto a battle mat and bedded in, I think it'll look perfectly good. So one thing I did want to do as well is sort of do a few things. So I've got some now. These are from Warlord Games. As far as I know, this is a Germania Hero. It's not quite finished yet, I'm afraid. From the SBQR range. They come in a box of 4, and then these, he says, hopefully, I think are their Vikings. So this is from the Hail Caesar range. So you can see that the 28mm works quite well. They do say you can use it for 10 to 15mm or 25 to 35. I think at 35 they'd probably be quite small. But here at 28, I think they work quite well as, you know, a decent sized stream that might be, especially with, I mean, I know I've got sort of ancients here, but you know, kind of nice for the Vikings to be raiding in over a river. I was hoping they'd maybe a little bit bigger, so I can sort of imply they were escaping on their boats at the end of the raid or something, make that a part of the mission. But you can see they handle quite well. On there, it certainly looks like a decent sized stream. Like I say, you might build a small settlement next to. When we get down to 15mm, whoop, unfortunately, I've only really got my little British from the Zulu Wars, which they probably wouldn't. But you can see that actually, if I just move them out of the way of the Ford for a second, actually they look quite good, as if it's a much bigger. A much bigger river that they're going across. So you see the cavalry there still taking up quite a lot of space. So, you know, it gives you an idea of the different scale that it's going to impact on. probably better, if I'm honest. You know, it looks good for 15mm. But, you know, like I say, I'm going to be using them a lot with my Ancients, and I think the Ancient sort of little settlement by the stream kind of vibe is going to work quite well. And like I say, I'll probably flock them up either with this, or I've got one I'm using for my small World War II stuff. Which again, this will work well, just dividing up the battlefield. I'm going to move that out of the way. This is a 3-foot mat I'm filming on, so that white, it's the back of a 3-foot by 3-foot mat. And if I put them end to end just quickly, come on out of the way, Vikings. You can see that you get quite, it's pretty much, so it's nudging the cleaning bottle out of the way. It's pretty much 3 foot that you're covering there. So there's a decent sized river, even if you're going to put it on the end of a 6x4 or get it sloping in and across a 6x4 or something like that. I think you can see that really starts to look the part, you know, once you embed it more into it, in how much space it's going to take up. So yeah, I'm very happy with it. I'm going to get it flocked up soon to match in, and I can start using it in my games. But just so everyone would like to know, sometimes, you know, these pre-painted sceneries, you're not sure what it's like. Like I say, I found a few things that I've opened and used from them. I've got a wood as well that I really like. Is that the mud paint is a really good basis. So then when you want to put something else on top, like I say, some little static grass tufts on here, like I've got on the bases, just to sort of be more like reed-like, you know, maybe around some of the edges. Things like that, anything you can add just to give it a lift would be brilliant. You could even put a bit of, you know, glue some gravel, fine gravel or sand around here just to make it look a bit more like it's a bit thinner. But yeah, really happy with them. I think they're going to be great. So yeah, again, these are available on the website if you can't see the type you want. Like I said, I think there's islands, straight rivers, these fords, which I thought were really cool, like I say, for sort of armies marching across. Picking the fords, maybe you can use them as defensive points. You've got to hold the fords for as long as possible against the invaders, or, you know, you're trying to escape. Once you pass the fords, you've escaped the mission or whatever. So I'm hoping to get in some Raven Feast and do a few little battle reports on playing some Raven Feast soon with Vikings, and then hopefully some Saxons and some Normans will get involved in that. But there you go. So don't forget us, www.gameclubtabletop.co.uk. Game Club, I think it's Game Club Tabletop on YouTube as well. Check out our other videos. Like I say, this is the second one I've done of Battlefield in the Box scenery. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it. Give us a like if you can. That'd be brilliant. Thank you very much. Bye.